Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something right now. Sometimes in the NFL, the biggest splashes ain't the ones that show up on ESPN alerts or got Adam Schefter typing like a maniac. No, sometimes it's that little ripple, the quiet storm brewing under the surface, that tells you more about a team's mindset than any blockbuster deal ever could. And let me tell you, the Atlanta Falcons just made one of those ripples. Might not break your fantasy draft board today, but best believe this here move could make waves by week 4. Let's start with the fact. The Atlanta Falcons, team full of drama, transition, and off-season noise, just let go of Jase McClellan, the former Alabama Crimson Tide back who was picked up in the 6th round in 2024. Now y'all know how Bama boys come into the league. Pedigree, championships, high expectations. But what did Jase McClellan do with it? 13 carries, 32 yards. That's it? That's all? Yeah. That's all. Yeah. That's all a man put on tape in his rookie campaign. Played in week 7 and 8. And after that, crickets, ghost, wasn't injured, wasn't in trouble. Just couldn't find the field, which tells you one thing loud and clear, folks. The Falcons weren't feeling him. They gave him a shot, but they ain't seen enough juice to keep pouring into that glass. Enter Jashawn Corbin. Now I know some of y'all probably blinking like, who? But don't let the lack of an NFL logo beside his name in the spring fool you. This man just bowled out in the UFL. Yes, sir. That spring league where every snap is a fight for your football life. He ran for 514 yards, led the league, scored 4 touchdowns, and put together a highlight reel that screams one thing: I still belong. Let me break it down like this. He ain't just survived the UFL. He dominated it. He didn't play like a man trying to make a roster. He played like a man trying to snatch a job. And now, he's back in the big leagues. Trying to climb behind Bijan Robinson, a rising superstar, and Tyler Allgeier. Let's talk running back depth. Bijan is the man, face of the backfield. Falcons didn't just draft him. They built this offense around him. Allgeier, he's that north-south hammer. He don't dance. He delivers pain. But every team needs that third guy. The insurance policy, the wild card, the special teams dude who can also run between the tackles. That was supposed to be McClellan. Now it's wide open. What Corbin brings is NFL experience. Giants 2022, 2023. Spring success and a hunger that's louder than words. That's the guy you give a camp look to. But the Falcons. Now I know what you're thinking. Shannon, it's just a depth move. Come on. Unsay. This ain't no Saquon Barkley type move. But you missing the point. Atlanta has a new coaching staff with Raheem Morris. A new coaching staff with Raheem Morris. A new quarterback with Kirk Cousins. And they in the middle of reshaping their identity. Moves like this, that's how you build your locker room DNA. You bring in guys who fought their way back, guys who've been in the shadows and still believe they could shine. That's the kind of energy you want in a training camp battle. That's how you wake up your veterans and tell your rookies, ain't nothing guaranteed. Don't write off Jase McClellan either. The man's still young. He got pedigree, got size, and still got time to catch on with another team. But he's going to have to face reality. Potential don't buy you time in the NFL. Production does. And sometimes getting released That's the best thing that can happen to a player. Ask Raheem Mostert. Ask Cordell Patterson. Some cats gotta bounce around a few teams before they explode. What I like about this move is what it says more than what it does. The Falcons ain't sitting back waiting for miracles. They out here tweaking, testing, turning over every rock. They ain't just focusing on big names like Cousins or Pitts. Nah, they know that depth wins championships. Ask the 49ers. Ask the Ravens. When your third-string running back steps in mid-season and don't miss a beat, that's when you know your front office did its homework. Let's not sugarcoat it. Corbin's still got a mountain to climb. Gotta beat out undrafted rookies. Gotta prove he can play special teams. Gotta show he ain't just a spring flash. He's an every-down pro. But the beauty is, he knows all that. And he's been playing with that edge already. Training camp, that's where this story gets real interesting. One more thing before I let you all go. Bijan Robinson gonna be used a lot this year. Not just as a runner, but a receiver. Think Deebo Samuel meets Christian McCaffrey. What? That means the Falcons gonna want to rotate him smartly. They can't burn him out, which means that RB3, whoever wins that job, gonna see real carries. That's why this signing ain't small. That's why Jashon Corbin could go from UFL MVP to NFC South sleeper. How many touches does Corbin get in preseason? Can he pass protect? That's the quickest way to get benched if you can. Does he have special teams versatility? Kick coverage, return units. Earn that helmet. How much run do they give to Tyler Allgeier? Are they trying to showcase him for a trade? I'm telling you all, keep your trying to climb behind Bijan Robinson, a rising superstar. And Tyler Allgeier, let's talk running back depth. Bijan is the man. Face of the backfield. Falcons didn't just draft him. They built this offense around him. Allgeier, he's that north-south hammer. He don't dance. He delivers pain. But every team needs that third guy. The insurance policy. The wild card. The special teams dude who can also run between the tackles. That was supposed to be McClellan. Now it's wide open. What Corbin brings is NFL experience. Your eyes peeled. This ain't just a camp body. This ain't just a footnote. This is a story. A UFL warrior walking into an NFL locker room, ready to prove that spring fire can burn bright under the autumn light. So when week 5 comes around, and Jashon Corbin busts a 45-yarder up the gut for a score in a Thursday night game, don't say Uncle Shannon didn't warn you. These the moves you remember when the leaves fall and the lights get brighter. Stay ready, stay sharp, and stay tuned, 'cause I got more NFL heat coming your way. Shannon Sharp out.